those people who are perishing. The next attitude, compelled to share the gospel, na aghat sa pagpakibahin sa Ebanghelyo. Inay mong tapad, compelled to share the gospel. Dunay pastor, naaghatan na yun siya kay wala may laing mukasal sa iyang simbahan o sa ilang denomination. Naaghatan na siya nga siya mukasal. So sa kay gayon niya na ang pastor o ang beautician nag-abot sa wedding reception. Mingon ang beautician, "Hi pastor, pila na imong honorarium?" Mingon ang pastor, 3,000 pesos. Ningon sa ng beautician, "Gamay ra gud, adili 3,000, 1,000 pesos. Gamay ra gud." Ningon sa ng pastor, "Aw, igo-igo ra gyud pud, usahay, kulang pang taxi, kulang pang bayad sa form, ug kuwang pag-file ngadto sa mga government offices. Kung ginig-file na ko sa akong license, kulang jud kaayo." Ingon sa ng pastor, "Imo di ay pila." Ingon ng beautician, 15,000 pesos pastor, papagani ko yung lisensya. Ingon sa ng beautician, "Ako pa nimo pastor, mag-beautician na lang ka." Pag ginautak na ito, mga pastor, dili mag-beautician. Ingon ang verse 3. "Go! I am sending you out like lambs among wolves. Lakaw kamo. Ako nagpadala kaninyo nga sama sa mga nating karnero, taliwala sa mga lubo." Now the word go is in present tense and it is a command. Go and keep going. This is urgent. No time for delay. No time for training. How trained were they? Andang bagyod ning 72, di-train ba gina sila pag-ayo? Now, they knew enough how to be saved and knew how to tell somebody else how. Ang ilan na yung nahibaluan nga, naunsa sila, nga unsang paagi sila naluwas, o kung saan pagsulti sa ilahang kaluwasan na sinatian. Now, the training is helpful to know certain cults, false religions, and philosophies of our time, to find entry points to the gospel. Ang training maayo, aron makapangandam ta kung makasugata og mga tawo nga atong sangyawan nga makamao. But evangelism training is not a requirement. If you know how you are saved and know how to tell somebody, it's enough already to share the gospel. Dili lang necessary nga magpaabot ka nga ma-train. Kung nasayod ka nga, diyon sa kapagluwas sa Ginoo, o kamaw ka musulti niini ngadto sa uban, that's enough qualification. Don't avoid the duty to evangelize because you have no specific training. Ayaw li kayi ang imuhang trabaho nga mag-evangelize tungod kay wala kay specific training. There's no training here. The Lord just collect 72 genuine true believers who have denied themselves, take up their cross, and followed Him. And their mission is immediate. The cross is only few months away. There are many villages that need to be ready for His coming. That's why evangelism is immediate. Ang pag-ibanghilyo, ang pagsangyaw, diha-diha, it's urgent. The time is short. Beloved, I don't care if you were saved 10 years ago or you were saved yesterday. Start today your evangelism ministry. It's urgent because today is the day of salvation. Today is the day of salvation. Now, according to verse 3, "Go, I am sending you out like lambs among wolves." Ako nagpadala kaninyo nga sama sa mga nating karnero, taliwala sa mga lobo. Now, Jesus is completely honest in recruiting the 72. He never lowered the standard. He said, "Deny yourself, take up your cross, and follow me, and be a lamb among wolves." Dili ni maayo nga marketing strategy. Ngayon nimo nga ipadala kanamo ngadto sa mga lubo. Walay mo kuyog nimo, but Jesus is completely honest. The 12 apostles suffered the same fate. They were persecuted and martyred. And you should be cautious for the civil government, justice systems, religious system. You will be brought to governors and kings. Just expect it. Persecutions can happen. Ang pagpanglutos, pwede nga mahitabo. It doesn't happen to everybody. It doesn't happen all the time. But it will happen. And it's still happening even today. In countries that are non-Christians, believers are suffering and dying. So keep your eyes open. Be aware. Be vigilant. Be careful. There's nothing wrong with being cautious. Nothing wrong with making wise choices. And nothing wrong with avoiding persecution and hostility. But you will be hated by all. That's the truth, beloved. And that's why you must be careful while sharing the gospel. The next attitude is confident for God's provision. Masaligon sa pagsangkap sa Diyos. Confident for God's provision. Now, a pregnant Pinay is involved in a car accident in San Francisco and falls into a deep coma. Asleep for nearly 6 months, when she wakes up, she sees that she is no longer pregnant and frantically asks the doctor about her baby. And the doctor replies, "Ma'am, congratulations, you had twins, a boy and a girl, and the babies are fine. Your brother from the Philippines flew in and named them." Ang imuhang igsuon nga laki sa Pilipinas, mianhi o ginganlan ang imuhang twins. The woman thinks to herself, "Oh no, not my brother. I'm not confident with my brother. He's an idiot," according to the girl. Expecting the worst, she asked the doctor, "Well, what's the girl's name?" And the doctor says, "Denise." And the mother thinks, "Wow, that's not a bad name. I guess I was wrong about my brother." Then she asks the doctor, "What's the boy's name?" And the doctor replies, "The nephew." She is right with her brother. Because the harvest is plentiful, and the workers are few, and the task is urgent, it is expected that you don't have the resources. And Jesus is saying, "You are going to trust me for everything." Now this is a sort of a boot camp. Tungod kay daghan ang anihon, dako ang anihon, o gamay ra ang mga ngani, o ang pagpangani dinalian, mag-expect yun ta nga dili sila makapangandam. You are going to trust me for everything, Jesus is saying. According to verse 4, "Do not take a purse or bag or sandals, and do not greet anyone on the road." Ayaw pagdala og puntil, o bag, o sandalyas, o gayaw kamo paghunong aron paghimamat kang bisan kinsa diha sa dalan. Now you can learn from this verse, trust in God. The word purse is where you put your money. Don't carry your money. And the word bag is like a traveling bag. Don't carry anything except what you wear. Don't bring additional sandals. What about eating? Where am I going to sleep? No worries. God will take care for your food and shelter. This is how you learn to trust God. A good example is a pastor who resigned from his high-paying job to pastor a rural church. The parsonage is very small. He tried to fit in his family. He tightened his budget to feed them with his small salary. But there were times that he is out of money and the children were sick. He prayed and some members helped him. After years of his pastorate, the church grew and was able to provide him enough salary. And he can look back and conclude, indeed, God can be trusted. You can hear this kind of testimony during the graduation of our Bible school. That at the start of their studies in ETCP, wala gyud, nothing. And at the end of their studies, they can say, God can be trusted. Jesus also said, do not greet anyone on the road. Greeting in the ancient Near East was a big event. Because greet is to sit down, make a meal, stay with somebody, and get involved. You build friendship thinking they're going to support you. Don't be distracted. Don't depend on friendships to sustain you. Don't depend on making relationships with people so that they provide for you. Because even if you have no human relationships to depend on, God will provide. Bisag wala kay mga sukod nga imong kadependihhan ng mga tao, ang Ginoo magasangkap. This is confidence on the provisions of God. Beloved, if you have nothing, you go and share the gospel and God will provide. If you have everything, you go and share the gospel, use what you have, and if you have a need, God will step in and make provision. By the way, this is not friendship evangelism. I believe friendship evangelism is good. You should evangelize your friends, but don't wait to evangelize someone until after you became friends. Ayaw paabuta nga mo bang tao mahimo nimong higala sa diha imuhang sangyawan. It's not necessary. Remember, salvation is by the power of the gospel, not by the power of friendship or evangelism. A few years ago, two young men who have been much like David and Jonathan from their boyhood days to their college days, and from that time until they were lawyers together in a certain city, went down to the dock of a White Star steamer. One of them was to go on a long journey around the world. They were utterly unlike in one thing only. Usara gyud ang ilang kalainan. David was a Christian and Jonathan was not. During the entire train ride, David said, I will speak to him about the gospel when we get down to the Fifth Avenue Hotel. He did not. When they stood in the dock, I will speak a word about Jesus when we are going down the passageway. He did not. I will spring up on the rail of the pier just as the ship is swinging off and speak about the salvation. He did not. The great ship turned her head out into the stream, and the two parted, and he had not said his gospel presentation. Doon na siya mga plano kanos niya sultian. Hangtod nga nakalarga ayan amigo, wala gyud niya nasultihi. Only a year and a half later, halfway around the globe, David ran out of time. September did not come after August for him. And now, in his beautiful library, David sits and looks up at his dear friend's picture and talks to him and says, "Oh, Jonathan, my friend, I plan to share you the gospel. I pray you to become a Christian. But the picture upon the wall makes no reply." Apan ang ulagway sa iyang amigo, pilit na makatubag. The lamp burned till midnight and went down. Beloved friends, if you are planning to share the gospel to someone, you better do it now. God bless us all.
Amen.